Alright, you ready to make this epic intro?
Yeah.
Alright. Hello everyone, welcome to the Yellow Coat channel. Today we have my great boy, Flood. Say hi.
What's up, bitches?
Dang, I'm gonna get demonetized already.
My bad. Here, let's restart that.
There's no restart.
Good
now.
evening, good gentlemen. Turns British.
I'd say let's get started right away. What do you say, Flood?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Let's do this then.
I'm so used to calling you Cooper because of your old channel. I'm gonna have to call you Yellow now.
It's fine. You can call me whatever you want. Alright, so first up, the flute.
Alright.
Actually, wait. No.
Flute, that's classic. You know what? I gotta say, I feel like flutes. Are you sure? I don't know if the flute's trash though. I think it's a good instrument.
We can put it in C.
Yeah,
I just don't like
see now, I understand that, but I mean the flute. I feel like it's just so iconic and it sounds real nice, you know. Yeah. I'd say do D slash trash,
No.
or like put D in front of it and slash. That's F.
We need an F cat. We need an F cat.
It doesn't go to A B C F, Colin. I mean yellow.
It doesn't matter.
I've never really heard the French horn much at all.
French
You know,
horn is very
it's interesting. It's like a trumpet mixed with a tuba. You gotta give it its originality there.
Yeah,
so
but
I'd say B tier.
the French horn is a very interesting instrument. It's very important in certain situations, right?
Yeah.
So I'd say it's a pretty good instrument. I'll put it in.
Yeah. If it's B tier, it's average. The trumpet. No, that's the trumpet. That's A tier. I feel like the trumpet.
A tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen.
You're right.
The banjo. I feel like is also A tier.
A tier? I'm thinking more B tier, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like it's the same thing with the French horn. It's very situational. But the banjo, if it's the right song, can sound amazing, in my personal opinion.
We'll put it in A tier, because it...
Yeah, I mean, you think it's very iconic in the South, though. It has the reputation. It's unique among guitars. It has
a racist reputation, though, because, they usually...
Yeah, that's the issue, yeah. But I think it is cool though that it's a guitar, but it has one less string, so it's more difficult to play as well. Harp, I put C.
Yeah, C.
Harp is. Listen, it's not trash because harp has a lot of meaning to it. It has a biblical meaning to it. It's a nice, like if you have like a strum of a harp at certain points, it can sound amazing. But otherwise, it's just in my personal opinion, I feel like it's a boring instrument. It's very cool to learn and to just see, but I'm not a fan of how it sounds.
Kazoo. S.
The memes, okay, it's fun to use. It's fun to use. I kind of really want to put it in A tier or F tier.
It's either S or F. One of the two.
You know, are we doing serious or are we being like?
Nah, you're
joking.
Right. See.
It's a kid's instrument. That's what it is. It's a child's instrument. I think the next is an accordion. Yeah, that's a legitimate accordion. I'd say that's A tier.
Yeah. Drums also A.
Drums S. No. I feel like drums is S.
I don't want to put the drums into S though.
Well, here's the situation. I keep it A. But here's the thing with the drums. They have to be an A or S because think of how, like I said before, iconic, how they sound. I feel like you can't have, especially rock bands, you can't have a band without drums.
Yeah, you see, that's
it's needed.
I like classical music more than rock music, and the drums are kind of more so positioned for
Keep in mind, drums can be. What's cool about drums is they're in both brass, like jazz bands, and they're in rock, and they can be in any. I think they can even be in country, can they? Yeah, they have so many uses. If you add drums to any other instrument, they sound pretty much fine. I don't know about violins, but we'll keep it A. We'll keep it A. Exactly.
Xylophone.
Next
trash.
Listen, yeah. You never see listen, I really like the xylophone. I love I love its concept. But if we're talking professionally, which we're not professionals, but if we're talking professionally,
I have seen people play the xylophone really, really well. It's just I don't like it.
I don't. I feel like it's just bootleg drums. It's just drums mixed with piano. That's all it is. The bongos. Let's see.
Yeah, exactly what I'm.
The trombone S tier.
No.
You gotta
go
put that.
beat because
Well-
like trombones are kind of in the same position as the drums. It's more so a beat.
I
Like
played
in
the
in
trombone.
Dance of the Night, all they do is
But also, you got to realize trombones. They're just as well. They're not as important as trumpets. Yeah, I agree with you, B tier. But they are an important instrument in any jazz band. You have to have trombone. The
tuba. See.
You see, it's more of a it's like the trombone, but it's just it's I feel like it's a more joke instrument. You know what I mean?
Not always. Like it's still used in a lot of orchestral music, but it's in the same position as the trombone and the drums. It's a background.
Background.
It's to
But
make
you don't need it as much. It's very specific on which songs.
Usually in orchestral music, the brass is used as like the background, like the bass, right? And then the
except for the trumpet. The trumpets usually the
not
trumpets,
the trumpet. No, you're right. The trumpet, no. But I'm talking orchestral music. Like these three, they're the bass. They're the background. Then the stringed instruments, the violin, the
They're
cello.
the main. The string and the woodwinds are the main.
Especially the
performers.
violin. Especially the violin. Violin is very important. And this is just another saxophone. So any saxophone, A tier. No, that's S. Because I just love the saxophone. The saxophone is great.
Yeah. You ever hear Careless Whisper?
No, I have not. Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those instruments. Those instruments
Saxophone just sounds amazing most of the time. Clarinet, I feel like it's
S.
C or B. Yeah.
S tier.
You sure?
Yeah,
I don't know.
clarinet's great. Okay.
Sure.
Flute, I guess B.
Flute, I feel like it's A or B. I don't know. The flute it's the 100% a main instrument, like the number one player, along with the violin. It's the violin of woodwinds, but
yeah, basically.
I'm B. I'd say B. Keep it at B. It's
I can't
not
tell-
great. It's not.
I think this is just a longer version of the flute, so I'll just put it in.
Because
I know that they have really
F.
long versions. F.
I don't know. Next one, it's not a cello. I know there's a violin. No, there's a violin, a viola, a cello, and a bass.
This is a double bass. Basically that's kind of one of the string instruments that are also the background. It's like the trumpet.
So that's the bass. What's the one on the very end then? Next to the guitar.
This?
And
that. That's a viola. Like,
Thought
you have
not.
double bass, cello, violin, viola.
Okay. Okay, so the bass. Bass are background instruments. They can work, but I feel like they're more C. If I'm being honest, C tier.
C. No.
Yeah.
A lot of musicians. Yeah. Oh, by the way, viola goes in F. Cello is more similar. Yeah, it's.
Cello's like a smaller bass, in my opinion.
Yes,
I feel like
that is
it's a C. I'd say C. Even though I want to go F, I'd say C.
And violin is S tier.
Violin is S tier.
It's the most important in orchestral.
Guitar. Okay, here's the thing with guitar. There's a bunch of different guitars. This is the original.
Yeah, this is the.
But it's so hard. Here's the thing. It's so hard to rank a guitar because they can either be the best instrument in the band or they can be the worst.
That's true.
And there's no middle.
Well, I mean.
Because
if it can both be the best and the worst, it'd be
B.
tier.
B tier.
And
And piano, I'd say is S tier because piano it has so many uses to it.
Have you ever seen Beethoven's third movement of Moonlight Sonata? It is amazing. Okay, I love it.